Welcome to the top of the morning show. It's your girl TT from the D. I want to thank you for rising and shining with us this morning. I hope that you had an amazing weekend. Here in Michigan, our weekend was pretty good. We had amazing weather. Now, it rained and sprinkled a little here and there, but nothing that kept you in the house. I have to say salute and shout out to the founders of Artistry of a Black Flower, Vaughn and Kyra. Oh my God. It was an amazing event that they had for Mental Health Awareness Month down at the International Institute of Art, and it was nothing short of amazing. It was a full room. I had the honor and the pleasure of being one of the black carpet hosts, as well as their stage manager. This is my third year, and each and every time they do this, I promise you, if my calendar is open, I am there. It's rewarding and fulfilling. I also want to ask prayers and asking God to lead a young lady back home, a teenager. I had the pleasure of meeting a lot of people who loved her or who loves her, and her name is Maddie. I was asking people, because there were several people that walked the black carpet for her, because one of my questions was, who are you walking for? Or why do you choose to walk the black carpet in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month? And people share their stories, their testimonies. Some people just walked for you and me. Some people walked for people they didn't know. And it was amazing. The love brought me to tears a few times, because I said, you're walking for me, you're walking for my mother. You never know what a person is going through, or like I said, we dress up every day. We smile when we want to cry. We put on our best clothes and we walk outside and we go with that smile and that facade, and people don't know what you struggled with to get through that door. So be kind. The next time you encounter someone and they just seem like, oh my God, what's going on with them? Just think, let me give them some grace. Let me extend some grace to them, because you don't know what it took to get them where they are, where you actually see them. So that brings me to my topic, take care of yourself. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Now you might say, oh my God, that's a long title, TT. It is, but it's a lot, because we go through a lot. And we want to focus. We have so many issues that plague our minds, our hearts, our bodies, even our spirit, but our mental health, man, the effects of COVID-19, to say the least. Vaccinations, quarantining, working from home, disrupted schedules, lack of social interaction, can't see your family, can't see your friends, right? It was a lot. To be vaccinated or not to be. Stresses, jobs threatening to let you go if you don't get vaccinated, but then you go ahead and get vaccinated, then they get budget cuts and they're going to have to let you go. What? So much. It can cause you to stress out. And what does that look like? That could include mental, behavioral, emotional disruption, depression, anxiety, mood disorders. You could discover that you may be bipolar, tripolar, personality disorders, psychotic disorders, including schizophrenia, trauma, which I think we all have a little small level of trauma. We've encountered it. If you've lived and you live and you're alive, whether it was directly or indirectly, you understand what trauma looks like. Some develop eating disorders, substance abuse, because we're looking for a place to hide. That sometimes can be in a bottle. That sometimes can be with some type of substance, right? And there's so many available, it's ridiculous. You can't even ramble them off, because there's always something new. It's like the world just wants to suck you up and take you away. But I want to bring a few things to your attention. I know our President Joe Biden made a statement when he was doing his, address on mental health. And he mentioned isolation, sickness, grief, job loss, etc., being a contributor to mental health. And he's not He's not bullcrapping, right? He's not bullcrapping at all. You might say, well, how do you know if a person's going through that? Everybody is different. You really can't call it all the time. Like, oh yeah, I know they are because, well, not all the time, right? So let me share a few things with you, because you may ask yourself some questions, and I want to give you some seeds to sow into your own garden so that you can get the fruits and vegetables spiritually that you need to go from day to day. What are the common stress issues, right? Signs and symptoms, including with stress, could be difficulty with sleeping. I know I have a difficult time, I should say, with sleeping. I don't sleep like everybody else. I should be. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I was telling my husband today, I was running all over. I got up. I had my lupus flared up last night once I got home. And so I went to bed in pain. Yes, I took some medicine to try to ease it. I woke up and my body was just like, we're not about to do nothing today. I'm like, I have to do this and this and that. I push, right? So I managed to get myself going. I was able to go out and support the pop-up shop. Shout out to Addie Cunningham. She is an amazing young lady. Just keep that name in the front of your mind. Admirable events and gifts. And shout out to Mike Lynch. He had an amazing fashion show. Oh my God. Amazing fashion show today. These young people, these children walked that carpet like nobody's business. It was truly something to see. I promise you. If you follow me on social media, I posted a little bit of BTS. For those of you that don't know what that means, it's behind the scenes. So some of those stresses can cause the difficulty with sleeping, low energy and motivation. Like, I'm just not motivated, right? You could feel like I used to be motivated, but I'm just not. It's like, you could be sad. Like, I don't even know why I'm sad. There's nothing that really happened that made me sad, right? You feeling nervous. You're like, I'm not sure what's happening. I have no reason to feel nervous, right? You can't concentrate. You doubt yourself, self-doubt, feeling uneasy, annoyed, irritable, stress, depending on the age and personality, stress can be handled differently, right? If you're an adult, it looks different if you're a child. A lot of times, if you're a child or a children or even a teenager, you see defiance, you see disrespect. Of course, the common complaining. You may see fighting, and then you might also see them not wanting to leave your side. So you might say, what is some of the best ways to stay mentally healthy when you're going through? The first one is be prayerful. Take it to God. I could tell you something, your friend could tell you something, your therapist could tell you something, but God will tell you something that can't be spoken in the natural eardrum, that you can hear, because He talks to our spirit. He talks to our heart, right? I want you to remain hopeful. Find something great to remind yourself on why you're here. Even if that means starting a diary, a journey, a vision jar. There's so many ways to be creative, prayer box, whatever that looks like, right? Listen to spa music. It's comforting, it's relaxing. And it's just a thought, try working out. It doesn't have to be strenuous. You can go for a nice little walk if you can, right? Meditation. It's a good way. Just meditate. Allow yourself to get lost in quietness. See, our mind is always going with thoughts. Interruptions from people, knowingly and unknowingly. But if we can center ourselves and meditate 5-10 minutes a day, it'll get easier and better to process thoughts and your feelings and your emotions, right? Being stressed out is not fun, it's not easy, it's not nothing that we're gonna sit, but mental health is a battle for a lot of us. Some of us we acknowledge, I'm going through some things, but a lot of us will say, I ain't going to counseling. Or unfortunately, some people don't have insurance, right? Or you don't have insurance that covers mental health or things like that. It just depends. There's always going to be a monkey wrench when it's supposed to be something that's supposed to be good for us. It's not always easy, but isn't it funny how things is bad for us? Oh my God, you can access it like nobody's business. Mental health awareness, there's a lot going on. A lot going on. And I want to take this week and talk to you guys about that. I really do. I want to take this week and talk to you about that. Also, hopefully can bring on a therapist or two for Tap In Tuesday to really talk about mental health. It's important. And I want to just zone in on it this week. I want to focus on it this week. Now, it's Monday. I don't know what's on your plan, what's on your agenda. But make sure you put you on your plan. Make sure you put you on your agenda. Remember, if you don't put yourself on your own agenda, people will take you off your own agenda. Right? You want to always make sure you have time for yourself. No matter what. Because people will take away your time. Sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly. Remember, I did a show not too long ago called Time Thieves. What do they look like? Are you a time thief? That's real talk. It's real talk, y'all. That's all I have for you on this magical Monday. I want you to make this day a great day. Make it the best day ever. Tell someone you care about, that you love them and you're thinking about them. If you know, and we all know somebody that's unfortunately struggling with mental health issues, it could be you. Speak life into yourself. Speak life into them. Give them grace and give them mercy. And love on them. They still are who you love. They still are who you know. They just need a little bit more love. I'll talk to you soon.